things. Actually, no, I'll answer Noel's first. For no other reason than I can see Muku is just putting the other ones in. So Noel asks, where's Noel? Why don't we see triangular and quadrilateral series among major nations anymore? Does triangular test series make any sense? We've only had one of those, Noel. It's what started the ICC, so you could argue maybe we shouldn't have those again. So triangular and quadrilateral is, do you know what it was? It was essentially cricket trying to make leagues, right? It was cricket's version of what is now a T20 franchise league. The idea that you could have more games played over a short period of time, and so that the audience wouldn't disappear if you didn't have a game for 2 or 3 days. The problem with that being is that local audiences only really want to see the home team. And so that caused a big issue when it came to how they were making their money back. It was also, the financial side of it, how much it costs to bring out an international team was quite high. What else was a problem with it? You weren't getting much from ticket sales. Time zones made it hard to sell the rights back. Generally, home fans, home TV companies are more likely to pay for home series than they are for away series. So you didn't make your money back that way. The only way to really make this work would be if you had England and India playing in these tournaments. I just don't think we'd ever see them come back ever again. They died because they were really not making money at the end, right? They didn't die, otherwise they'd still be around. So I do think, I do think from that perspective that I know, well, especially to us who grew up with them. I'm assuming, Noel, I'm just throwing you under the old man wagon here, but I don't know if there is an old man wagon, of course. But yeah, I do think in the old days it was we grew up with them and they were like mini World Cups, right? And they were great. Whereas now they have been replaced by franchise leagues, realistically. But even before they franchise leagues, they were disappearing because you couldn't always get the fans that excited, and people wouldn't turn up to the games, and TV rights didn't sell for as much money, and it just didn't work. The idea, the World Cup works, bilaterals work to a degree, although maybe not massively, but the actual system itself doesn't work as well when you start to have a look at it from that perspective. But I can understand why people want them to come back, but they are certainly not coming back anytime soon. There might be a situation where, I don't know, Australia, New Zealand, or India, Sri Lanka, or South Africa, Zimbabwe, countries on similar time zones to each other could invite one team over and play a whole bunch of things together, especially before World Cups, which actually would be quite beneficial to both sides. But as it currently stands, it doesn't really make a lot of sense. Then you'd have to share costs and everything. It would get a little bit nasty. But thank you for the super chat, Noel. All right.